Welcome to the Reactivation operator task video for the fancy cord winding operation. Please make sure that you have viewed and mastered the startup operator task video before viewing this video. If you have done so, please familiarize yourself with the following information. When a knit spin package on a krill pin is completely rewound onto a cone, but the spindle timer did not reach the set goal, the task of changing the knit spin package begins. When an operator identifies that he or she needs to change the knit spin package on a spindle, the first step is to remove the empty DOF package from the krill pin. A new knit spin package is taken from the rack above the spindles and inspected for quality. If the package needs to be aspirated to remove some off-quality fancy cord as waste, do so at this time. When the package meets all quality standards, it can be placed on the krill pin. The end of the fancy cord is threaded through the thread guide and placed on the tensor flange. The operator then raises the cradle by lifting the operation knob and threads the end of the rewound cone fancy cord through the traverse guide. Enough slack is pulled from both ends to allow them to reach the splicer cart. In order to join the end of a new knit spin package with the end of a rewound cone, the operator uses the sewing machine splicer. When both ends have reached the splicing cart, the operator aligns one good slub from each fancy cord end and cuts off the excess fancy cord from both ends as waste. The two slubs are twisted together and placed in the groove of the sewing machine splicer. The operator twists the two cord portions of the ends together and then splices the two ends together by activating the sewing machine splicer with the foot pedal. After the two ends have been spliced together, the operator utilizes the snips to cut off any hanging ends or imperfections on the splice. After cutting off the hanging ends from the splice, the operator lifts the operation knob and spins the rewound cone to wind the splice. Make sure that the fancy cord is threaded properly through all spindle parts. The operator then presses the green start button on the control box and turns the cord break sensor switch to on. The final step in the winding reactivation is to make note of the splice on the rewound cone's corresponding sticky note. The operator places a tally on the sticky note to say that he or she has added a splice to the rewound cone. A rewound cone can only have a maximum of 6 splices. Thank you for watching the Reactivation operator task video for the fancy cord winding operation. Please ensure that you understand and master the outlined tasks in all of the videos in this training module.